Hello my gorgeous people, this is a special message for all 12 signs of zodiac, of course, what to expect in between now and the end of this year. In between now and the end of this year, the actual stage and the actual period is going to be very important when it comes to our personal planning, and it's going to be very important and very significant when it comes to the actual new phase of our lives. There is going to be a lot that is going to actually start unfolding within this period of time. That's why I think it's rather important for me to say to you this message, and this message is all about what to actually expect in between now and the end of the year 2019. And also most importantly, there is a one particular thing that is going to surprise us all. There is a one particular thing that it's just going to manifest and happen in our life in between this period of time, that it's actually going to bring at the same time a rather sacred unfoldment. When I say rather sacred unfoldment, this always happens when something kind of manifests around us with an element of surprise, but it all depends on our spiritual journey, it all depends on our karma, and it all depends on our life in general, what is going on, in order to actually notice this particular thing, which is most certainly literally a blessing. Okay, so I'm going to start with the horoscope sign of Aries, of course, and I'm going to shuffle these cards, okay, and I'm going to connect to Aries, to the horoscope sign of Aries, and also I'm going to take the tarot card out. Okay, there you go. This is a very important moment in time indeed, and there is going to be an unfoldment of events, something that you have created, and you kind of left behind, but also at the same time now that is going to come back and it's going to provide you with an opportunity, a certain unfinished business from the past, okay, that you have left behind. It's about to return in between now at the end of this year, but at the same time you are about to discover some kind of happiness about yourself through this situation. So this is an important moment in time, and that's why you are going to have once again this particular beautiful, rather sacred opportunity to carry on with a certain project, to carry on with a certain option, and most importantly to focus on the certain stage of your life that you left behind. And most certainly your spirit guides, your guardian angels want you to know and to understand that it's require your attention. Very, very, very significant and very important moment in time for you, my gorgeous Aries, especially when it comes to your personal growth, because what is actually going to happen, this is going to be very much so very significant, and it is going to match your dreams and it is going to match your desires, but it is going to have an element of surprise, which is going to be like, ooh la la, it's a lot about your advancement. On another hand, use this powerful energy in order to start new things. In between now and the end of this year, you will achieve so much more, because you will go with this particular vibration, which is just going to help you to get that little bit extra out of your personal situation indeed. Okay, the next sign that I'm going to be talking about, it's of course going to be my gorgeous, my ever so precious Taurus, Torini. I love you to bits. You know, this is going to be a rather busy and very, very interesting stage in your life. You're literally going to have your own personal rebirth. You are going to have a very important and powerful readjustment. The readjustment that you are going to do is just going to come with a certain changes, because the changes that are going to manifest for you, my gorgeous Taurinis, in between now and the end of this year, are going to provide you with an option, with an opportunity, but that opportunity, it's only going to happen, that opportunity, it's only going to manifest as long as you do the certain adjustment, a readjustment, and something is meant to go, something is meant to be cut out, something is meant to be deleted, something is meant to be readjusted in your life in order to go to the next stage. This is going to create this very important and very significant and very powerful rebirth moment. Rebirth moment indeed, because you most certainly are about to go on the next stage, on the next level of your life, but most certainly it's down to you and it's down to your accomplishment. And now for you, it's just very important to see how you're gonna go about the certain stage of your life that literally come to an end. As soon as you realize which stage of your life came to an end, very soon after, you're also going to realize what is about to shift as well at the same time. Absolutely brilliant, because your life, my gorgeous Taurinis, believe me or not, it's going to change like literally upside down, but in a really good, the best possible way indeed. The heavy karma, the negative karma, slowly is coming to an end. And this is one of the most important things for you, my gorgeous Taurinis, that the negative karma and the heavy karma that was preventing you to fly, that was preventing you to move on with your life, and that was preventing you to make like a certain decisions, is slowly coming to an end. By the time you get to the end of December 2019, that karma will be poof, gone. And this is why this is so good and it's brilliant. And in this period of time, it would be the best for you to try to kind of see what do you feel familiar with, what do you like, what you don't like, what would you like to change, what you feel connected to, because this is going to be highly intuitive time as well, which is going to help you with your own reflection so much, but it's going to able to sense things around you in a different way. And you are about to find out something very significant about yourself, a certain change that you're gonna really like indeed. A beautiful change is in the store for you, my gorgeous Taurinis. And there is a certain message also that you are going to receive, certain message that you are going to receive, and that message or document that you are going to receive, it's also going to put an end to a horrible problem. Okay. Okay, so the next sign that I'm going to be talking about, of course, what to pay attention to in between now and the end of 2019, it's going to be my gorgeous, my ever so precious, my beautiful Gemini, my Gemini. This is really good because there is, it's an important moment in time and an important option, okay, that you need to pay attention to. But that option that you need to pay attention to, it's all going to be very sacred, and it's all going to be very special, and it is all going to be very significant in between now and the end of this year. A very special person in your life, it's going to play an important role. A very special and very significant person in your life, it's going to play an important role, because that person is going to happen at around the time when you're dealing with a certain problem. And the problem that you're going to be dealing with, it's also going to be kind of like it's going to require lots of energy from you, lots of thinking from you. It's going to require from you to make a certain decision. That is going to be rather important stage, because this person is going to have a really wonderful effect on your life. There is a certain person that is not only going to have a wonderful effect on your life, but it's going to manifest and happen at around the same time. And it is going to be very significant and very interesting, because through this person, with this person, you're going to realize something very important about yourself, something quite significant, something quite different, something quite quirky, something quite powerful, and at the same time something very unique. But this is just a lot to do with like what you like to do it, and it's a lot to do with what the next stage, next option of your spiritual journey. But it's rather important, because this particular person is going to play an important role, because this person is going to manifest in your life at around the right time in between now and the end of December 2019. And through this person, you're going to realize some kind of very big option, very big thing that is about to start happening to you, that it's about to start unfolding in your life. But it's very important, because the balance is going to be just right. The balance is going to be just perfect, which is on another hand going to make this vibration really strong and really powerful. And on another hand, there is an idea that you are going to get through this person, through some kind of accomplishment as well. The beautiful inspiration that is just going to make you and help you to go a long way with this particular option. It's just like a really amazing, powerful confirmation that is just going to help you to realize your own power, something very unique about yourself. It's going to help you to emerge in a completely different way. But on another hand, instinctively, this is going to be absolutely mind-blowing, because you are about to get and gain a clear focus, and you are most certainly going to have a very important vision in between now and the end of this year. And you will know what I mean, of course. Okay, the next sign that I'm going to be talking about is going to be my gorgeous, my ever so precious, my beautiful Cancer, Cancerini, Cancerini, Cancerini. Okay, this is just so good. You need to stay patient, patience, patience. There will be a couple of times, couple of moments when you're going to be tested. This is so important when it comes to you, Cancerini. It's so important. It looks like that it's going to be like a little bit of a stroppy, momenty that you're actually going to have, and this stroppy, momenty that you are actually going to have in between now and the end of December 2019. It's also going to kind of test you at the same time, whether you got to the wisest stage of your life, very, very wise point indeed. And if you did get to the wise point indeed, you shall get your rewards, and it's going to be amazing. But if you did not get to the wisest point, or to the wise point enough at this stage in your life, at this stage of your spiritual journey, then you're just going to need to kind of like go over this particular situation through a little bit different option, or through a little bit different situation. You're still going to kind of have to deal with a particular problem in order to help to your spiritual journey and to spirit to arise. But most certainly you are going to have an important planning in between now and in between the end of December. All I want to say to you is just stay committed to the task at hand, because you're going to be a little bit tricked into the situation to see how much you will be paying attention, and this is all to do with your karma, and this is all to do with your own realization. This is all to do with your own success. But of course you're going to do great, but of course you're going to do brilliant, but of course it's going to happen exactly what is going to what is meant to happen. The radiance around you is going to be absolutely superb. The radiance around you is going to be absolutely powerful. So if you get like confused along the way in between now and the end of December, just go baby, go. As more confused you get, as more challenged you get with the things that you do, with the things that you focus on, with the things that you want to achieve, the most powerful it's going to be later on. The more room you will give to your own spirit and the spiritual journey to grow. Therefore, my gorgeous Cancerinis, you see, it's time for you to be like, it's time for you to be as adventurous as possible, as open-minded as possible. When you come across a certain problem, just put a big smile on your face and just remember that this problem, solving problems in between now and in between the end of this year, is just going to be mind-blowing, because the outcome is going to be bring you the beautiful new beginning and unfoldment of a very powerful events in your life, which are at the same time going to become a rather powerful starting point indeed. The next sign that I'm going to talk about is going to be my gorgeous, my ever so precious Leonis. Leos, my beautiful Leos. This is so good, because you will have a very strange situation, very bizarre situation, very different situation that is actually going to arise in between now and in between the end of this year 2019. And that unpredictable situation, it's also going to require from you to kind of act in a certain way. Leonis, my beautiful babies, you are also going to be tested in such a way, but in a good way, where you're going to come across the situation that you haven't got any clue about, that you haven't got any familiar feelings about, that you don't have any experience about. You just have to trust to yourself. You just have to trust to your instincts, and you're going to do absolutely brilliant. You're going to do absolutely well. This is a highly powerful time and a highly magical time when it comes to our own karma, when it comes to our own spirit, but most certainly through like some kind of like a bizarre situation, through some kind of adventurous situation, you're actually going to have an amazing idea, okay? And that idea that you're going to have, it's going to be absolutely everything, but it's just so important, basically, my gorgeous Leonis, that in between now and the end of December, listen to me very carefully, my baby, listen to me very carefully, because in between now and the end of December 2019, you are going to have an idea. That idea is going to be powerful. That idea is going to be significant. That idea is going to be very powerful when it comes to your spiritual journey indeed, and it's going to be one of the biggest things in your life that you have ever done, that you have ever thought of, that you have ever kind of come across with, because at the same time it is going to put you on a crossroad, and that crossroad is going to confuse you a little bit, because there are going to be certain options that are going to surprise you. The bottom line is here is Leonis, my beautiful Leonis. I will say this, in between now and then the end of December 2019, you will be very wise, you will be super clever. This is because the earth magic is going to be superb and it's going to be very enhanced around you. It's going to make you very instinctive and it's going to make you very wise in many different ways. You are going to have an idea. That idea is going to be very important and it's going to be sacred indeed. It's going to be very easy just to forget about this idea and think, oh no, I'm not going to be able to do this. No, the sacred moment is revealing that this idea is actually going to be really good. Get hold of that idea. You don't need to do this straight away. You don't need to start this straight away. You don't need to make this straight away. Just kind of keep it in your mind because it's just going to grow more powerful and more significant as the days go by. Indeed. Just keep hold of that particular idea because it's going to be huge later on and it is going to come from somewhere very, very sacred indeed. Okay, the next sign that I'm going to be talking about, of course, it's going to be my gorgeous, my ever so precious, my beautiful Virgolini. Virgolini, my gorgeous Virgolini. Oh my Lord, here we go, another one. You see, this is the time of rebirth. This is the time of new beginning. This is the time of excitement because the energy is going to start shifting, my beautiful babies, indeed. In between now and the end of December 2019, the energy is just going to start shifting from Virgos like there is no tomorrow. Many of you, my babies, if not all of you, are going to start finding yourself being very creative, very optimistic, in a very good mood, very, very positive indeed, and especially when it comes to dealing with the problems and with the annoying bits and pieces like in our lives, you know, things that we hate doing, the things that we don't like doing, the problems that we need to leave behind, that we normally leave behind because we don't like them. You see, this is all going to become rather significant when it comes to you, my gorgeous Virgolinis, indeed, and you are going to find yourself doing these things with an ease, you know, dealing with the problems. So it's a very sacred moment in time indeed to do and deal with as many problems as you can, issues that are boring you, issues that you need to deal with but you're just kind of keep on leaving behind, like annoying people, annoying problems, annoying issues. Just do it because you're going to have the sacredcy, the sacred time with angels, with the spirit guides. You are most certainly going to be very much so intuitive at this time as well. So it is going to be rather fantastic moment in time that is the pure direct result of lots of negative activities and lots of negative karma that Virgolinis, you had to work on on the last 36 months. So now this is going to come back at you with a beautiful unfoldment because you can't get any more negative karma or any more heavy karma because you have worked your way through like ooh la la, like there is no tomorrow. So that's why in particular from now until the end of December 2019, this is fantastic, not only for problem solving, my gorgeous Virgolinis, but the things that didn't work out, like also like if you wanted to do certain jobs, if you wanted to apply for the certain jobs, if you want to start certain things, if you wanted to be adventurous, just go for it because this time these paths are going to take you somewhere else. Okay, an important moment in time. Do you know what? I really like it because very strongly I see that the Virgos are going to start having lots of energies from now on, and this is going to be highly spiritual time in many different ways of discovery, rediscovery, self-growth. You know, like really good opportunities are going to be very much so available to Virgolinis. But this is the bottom line, is the moment of adjustment, readjustment and rebirth that you are going to have. Of course there is going to be like a little sacrifice that you are going to need to make, and the sacrifice that you are going to need to make in order to like do something big, in order to like, follow your dream, it's also going to be the beginning stage of a very big option, very big choice. But this is not something that goes overnight, that happens overnight. This is the big decision that you are going to make, it's going to help you to change things dramatically around you. But this is just going to be the beginning. In between now and the end of December, this is only going to be the beginning of a really wonderful unfoldment unfoldment, and also the power of manifestation is going to be absolutely mind-blowing. And I like this because this is just the time, Virgolinis, this is important. Please try to understand that this time is going to be highlighted superbly highlighted when it comes to your own creativity, when it comes to your own personal growth, when it comes to your own radiance, okay? When it comes to your own self-development. This is all going to come with a beautiful breath of fresh air, and it's going to shower you with beautiful energy, and also on another hand, options that are going to become available are also going to really put a big smile on your face. It just seems like that this is all about the actual success that you're going to start having here, and the success is at the same time going to bring you freedom. Absolutely brilliant moment in time indeed, okay? My gorgeous Virgolinis. Now the next sign that I'm going to be talking about is going to my gorgeous, my ever so precious, my beautiful Libra. My gorgeous Libra. This time it's also going to be absolutely brilliant moment in time. You see, it is the time of changes. It is the time when things are going to start happening. But this is a lot to do with the luxurious Libras. It's a lot to do with the luxury stage of your life. It's a lot to do with the luxury part of your life. It's a lot to do with the security and power. Something is going to unfold, and something is going to be revealed to you, my gorgeous Libra, in between now and in between December 2019. A good notification, a good realization, a good news. It's going to also provide you with a feeling like ooh la la, rather vavavumish, but also the greatest accomplishment ever. Okay, you don't even need to make any changes right now. You don't even need to do any changes right now. You don't even need to change anything. This is all on its way to you, my gorgeous Libra. There is an option that you will have, and that option is going to be the clearest door, the clearest direction, the clearest path towards the most amazing and most beautiful security and power when it comes to your future. And it's a lot to do with the hard work, accomplishment, and the personal security. I really like it because it's just so good, because it's going to bring you a wonderful time and a new beautiful devotion. In between now and the end of December, it's going to bring you a rather wonderful time and a beautiful devotion towards some kind of new stage in your life that you have done really well yourself, and now this is just a clear product of your own accomplishment. So this is all going to be karmically a very important time, energetically very important time, which is in itself going to make you very creative and rather optimistic. But it's just a time of happiness, unfoldment, big change when it comes to home, and also something you want to do for a long time when it comes to your home, when it comes to security and power. You will be able to do this now. Financially, this time it's going to be very significant and very important, but sacred when it comes to the big change, when it comes to you, your family, people around you. It's all going to start feeling really good indeed. Okay, the next sign that I'm going to be talking about is going to be my gorgeous, my ever so precious, my powerful Scorpione, my Scorpio, of course. What I'm gonna do, look, what I'm gonna have. You see, there is going to be the realization about a certain person, and that is actually going to be really good. I'm sorry, Scorpione, I had to take this one out for you. It had to be devil. No, this is a very good moment in time because it's a highly inspirational, it's a highly powerful, and it's also time of changes. It's a sacred time of unfoldment and changes in between now and the end of December 2019. What we see, we see differently. What will happen, it's going to happen differently. What will develop is going to develop and unfold differently, and it is going to be for our own benefit. It is going to be for your own benefit. This devilish little figure here means that there was somebody that was causing certain toxicity. There is somebody that is very toxic around you, and that person is just going to come to an end. That person, the stage, the episode with this person, the connection with this person is going to come to an end. There's a number 5, very much so connected to this particular situation when it comes to you, my gorgeous Scorpionis, but this is the most important thing for me to say, is that this actual connection with this devilish person is coming to an end, and that means absolutely something really big and huge, because at the same time the energy is going to shift, because your karma with this negative person is coming to an end. What does that mean? That it's also the karma with the devilish stage of your life, it's all also coming to an end. You also had the huge amount of negative energy to deal with, which was preventing you to move on, which was preventing you to see the bits and pieces of your future. And when you can't do this, you can't connect to your future, and that confuses you a little bit, because you don't know which way to go, because you feel like you haven't got much to look forward to, because you can't feel bits and pieces about your future, so you haven't got anything to motivate you. See, this is important moment in time, and the way things work when it comes to our own balance and our own reflection on things that are actually happening around us. It's all this powerful energy and vibration what it causes. Now that energy, this is why this is so good to see the little devilish person, because it's not about devilish person, but it's also about the toxic people, toxic person, and the toxic stage of your life that was preventing you to feel your own happiness and excitement is slowly coming to an end. Ooh la la, it's beautifully unfolding already, but by the time you get to the end of December, that stage is going to happen, that stage is going to come to an end, and it's a very important moment in time, because it is also going to shift your power. It is also going to shift your energy. The timing between now and the end of December is going to be highly vibrational, very good when it comes to healing, very good when it comes to your health. These things have all been connected to this particular situation, but the bottom line is that you're actually going to realize that you are most certainly at a major crossroad in your life, and you are going to take a very important absolute action. Okay, this action that you're going to take, this action that you're going to make, the situation that you're going to do, this option that you're going to go towards, it's also going to have lots of elements of being very quick, very fast. So therefore you will need to make an important option, important decision in between now and the end of December, my gorgeous Scorpionis, and you just remember you need to be fast, and you are most certainly going to be the fast, but as faster you are, the more powerful opportunity after that you are going to have, because this is all part of your spiritual journey, all part of these feelings and all part of the energies. This is absolutely brilliant time also, because you are going to have a very important planning, and you need to remember that the plan that you're going to have, the plan that you're going to be part of, need to remember to carefully plan it. Careful planning. Okay, take your time, and careful planning is very, very important. And on another hand, you need to basically at a certain situation, it's also going to come to resolution. There is so much that you're actually going to have this week. It's absolutely brilliant. And also by the end of this year, an absolutely mind-blowing information or news you're going to have as well. And it's just something to do with the justice, something that you waited, something that was so important to you. But the bottom line is you are most certainly at a major crossroads, and you are going to make a decision, and this is going to be such an important and brilliant part of your life, because it's also going to start something new. It's going to make you feel so much better about yourself, but it's also going to give you an opportunity that is just going to make you realize and help you to reflect on your life in a different way, and help you realize a swift change is coming, and it's just going to be absolutely mind-blowing. You see, absolutely mind-blowing indeed. Okay, an amazing opportunity you are, my gorgeous Scorpion, is going to have in between now and the end of December. That's the bottom line. An amazing life-changing opportunity. Not only this is going to have such an amazing and optimistic effect on you, but it's just going to affect your whole radiance indeed. I like it. You will see exactly what I mean. Okay, the next sign that I'm going to be talking about, of course, is going to be my gorgeous, my ever so precious, my beautiful Sagittarius. Okay, this is absolutely brilliant. I like it indeed, because you are reaching absolutely mind-blowing, bombastic, fantastic, vavavoomish moment in time. You are just going to be so praised. You are just going to be so happy. You are just going to have an absolutely incredible amount of praise and good honor that you're actually going to have. You're going to feel really pleased with yourself because of your own accomplishment. People around you are going to be very pleased with you, okay, very proud of you as well. But the bottom line is that you are reaching, my lord, a very important stage, my beautiful, ever so precious Sagittarini. You are reaching a very important stage in your life. And what is going to happen by the end of December? An option, you know, that is going to surprise you. You're going to find yourself in a really good way. You're going to find yourself in a really good place, and also little surprise, little option that is just going to bring you the world of possibilities, little option that you're going to have. And that option is going to be connected to so many little things, which is going to help you to change so much about your life. This is going to lead towards you making a drastic change, you making a drastic decision. And this is all going to start happening and manifesting before the end of December 2019. Absolutely fantastic moment in time, because it's also when it comes to your dreams and plans, you know, when it comes to like a very deep part of your life being achieved, very important part of your life being achieved, very significant part of your life being achieved. Most certainly you are reaching a very, very important point, and this is all due to your hard work, careful planning, being very smart, being very clever, and being very responsible indeed. You're also unfortunately going to have a certain devilish person around you in between now and the end of December. But you know what? Through this devilish person, you're also going to kind of being able to realize the negative stage of your life. It's going to come to an end. So you can see a bit of a good and a bit of a bad. To the certain devilish person, it's actually going to be able to help you quite a lot with making certain decision and moving on with a certain stage of your life. This is going to be very good when it comes to you, when it comes to your healing, and you will know this is the right thing to do indeed. Okay, so the next sign that I'm going to do a reading for, of course, what is going to be very important to pay attention to in between now and December 2019 for my gorgeous and ever so precious Capricornius, my beautiful Capricorn. This is just going to be absolutely brilliant moment in time for you, my gorgeous Capricornius, because this is just going to be kind of an unfoldment of some kind of stage in your life where you were like really patient about. Now this is going to be a beautiful unfoldment and realization that you're going to have. It's going to surprise you a little bit, but the bottom line is that financially, I think there is going to be quite a nice little surprise that you are going to have, and this is just the beginning of like some kind of security and power, and you will find yourself being able to provide something very important for yourself. On one hand, something is going to be confirmed to you to stay on a certain path, my darling, to stay on a certain journey. But on another hand, you see, you will realize that, you know, financially, this is going to be really good, the greatest accomplishment, and that is going to be the absolutely fantastic starting point, okay? It's the financial reward after the hard work that you're most certainly going to be able to feel, and that in itself is going to be an amazing starting point, because it's just some kind of stage of your life where you were like kind of powerless and you felt a little bit maybe like a negative or stress. This is all going to be worth it. You know, the time of the rain and cloudness, you know, now it's about to become like a beautiful and highly magnetic and powerful time filled with the sunshine, okay, which is about to make you really, really happy indeed. There are good changes in the store for you in between now and the end of December 2019 indeed, and you will like it. Do you know what I like? What else, my gorgeous Capricornius? It's the fact that the personal magnetism in between now and the end of December, it's going to be at its peak when it comes to you, my gorgeous Bambinis and Bambinas, which means, my gorgeous Capricornius, that your radiance is going to be like, ooh la la. You're very powerful when you deal with your personal balance when it comes to manifestation. Your radiance, you talking to people, communicating to people, but at the same time projecting something very special, very unique, and very powerful. that is going to be the moment that is going to be very highlighted in between now and the end of December. So whatever you do, just make sure you remember that you've got a very sacred balance within you, that you're able to project your feelings, your emotions, what you want to do, what you want to achieve, your energy, in a way more powerful way than you would normally be able to do. So you will be able to enhance your own personal activities in the way you would want to. So you're going to be noticed when you want to be noticed. You will not going to be noticed when you will not want to be noticed. And what you do is you do as much as you can what's important to you, but especially when it comes to your personal power and a personal achievement indeed. Your personal magnetism is going to be very high, and I like that because it's all about the actual success. It's all about the good health as well. Very beautiful calming time, and also the self-esteem is going to be absolutely mind-blowing. But all this is absolutely perfect indeed, because you are going to have something very important that is going to take place at around the end of December 2019, and you are going to rediscover your own happiness through this situation indeed. This is very important moment in time for you, my Capricornians, indeed. Okay, the next sign that I'm going to be talking about, of course, it's going to be my gorgeous, my ever so precious Aquamarini, my gorgeous Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius, this is absolutely brilliant. You have been very patient, you have been very smart, you have been very clever, but you are reaching a very important stage in your life in between now and the end of December, because you are going to be able to prove the certain points to yourself as well, through your own creativity, through your own power, but also you stuck to your own ideas. Not that long ago you were very, very clever, you were very powerful, because you just, instead of overreacting around certain situations, overreacting around certain people, you just decided to take slightly different road. Now, the reason why I say this in between now and the end of December, this is an important time for Aquamarinis, because it's the time of an unfoldment. An important time of unfoldment, but also emotionally, something very important is going to happen. Something very significant is going to happen in an emotional level. Something that is meant to happen. Readjustment, adjustment, realization. Something is going to happen that is going to be very significant on an emotional level. And something is, Aquamarinis, you are going to make a certain decision. And that is going to be good decision. That is going to be the important decision, and most certain the step in the right direction. Karmically, this is going to be the actual time of rebirth, when your power is going to be very strong, and also in between now and the end of December, you are going to be able to connect to things around you crystal clear. And there is an element of your life and a part of your life that maybe you kind of, like I said this before, you made some kind of decision, and you made some kind of decision not that long ago, when the things were quite cloudy around you. And now, by the time we get to the last part of December, the end of December, you will know which decision you made wrong. You will know which turn you took wrong. That turn is not going to happen to you right now. It is going to happen to you with an unfoldment of events in your life, and it's going to happen in a sacred way. It's going to happen at the right moment, at the right time, in between now and the end of December. You will know it's going to be like, ooh la la, rather vavavumish moment in time, because you're going to have the power of the wisest of owls. You will have the power of your spirit guides, of your guardian angels are going to be around you. This is going to be highly intuitive time, and your third psychic eye is going to be wide open. In fact, your intuition and your third psychic eyes are going to having a very powerful moment as well, and they will go along with all this powerful vibration and energy indeed. So therefore, a very important decision you're going to make when it comes to your life, your emotions, this is all going to be affected, but this is actually going to be really good, and this is actually going to be most certainly the step in the right direction. There is an important planning that you are going to have, but before you have this important planning, the start of the certain new planning, new project, before you do that, you're also going to have a bizarre situation, strange situation, very, very unusual and quite bizarre situation that you are going to be part of one day day in between now and the end of December. And this in itself, it's going to be very strange, because at the same time you're going to have a certain advice, and that particular advice is going to give you a certain idea, and this is all going to be connected to your own kind of planning, which is going to be really big and really, really important. Do you know what, Aquamarinis, this is such this is a good time when it comes to your own personal development, okay? Because in particular, you Aquamarinis are going to have a lot on you, okay? As more issues you have, the absolutely more brilliant it's going to be later on. Please try to see your issues and your problems and negativities in between now and the end of December like a blessings, like something very sacred, like something very special, like a blessings. Don't bring yourself down. Don't think negative. Don't think, oh, I don't know what to do. No, 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 baby, no. Do you know what? Just remember my words. You are being tested, but this is going to be good. Don't get too paranoid when I say you've been tested. We're all being tested all the time, but your test, it's very much so connected directly to your spirituality and to spiritual journey. So therefore, this stage of your life, it's very important. This stage of your life, it's very significant. So the bottom line is there is a lot that is going to become on your back. There is a lot that is going to be on you to sort it out. I'm not going to lie to you. It's important. Very highly responsible time, because you're very powerful. You're very significant. This is nothing unusual to me to realize when it comes to Aquamarinis. You know, you're very, very good decision makers, you know, problem solvers. So it's a lot to do with realization that there is a lot going to fall down on your back. All I need you to do is, you will be pressured, you know, it's going to be maybe a little bit stressed, but just remember, as more stress you have, as more like a little baby anxiety you have, baby anxiety, baby anxiety, baby anxiety, baby anxiety. No, it's good. As most little baby stress you have, the better it's actually going to be. Please try to understand, because you're reaching a very deep levels of your subconsciousness, and this deep level of subconsciousness are also going to make you realize that you're somewhere completely different, the energy and the universe and the vibrational wise, and that's why you're going to need to find your way. You're going to need to discover yourself, and in order to discover yourself, you're going to need to find your way, and in order to find your way, you're going to need to go through the confusing time, and in order to go through the confusing time, you're going to be emotional. Just remember, as more problems you have, and as more it's on your back, as more as you feel like, oh, it's down to me and to sort it out, the more powerful and the most sacred and most beautiful time you're going to have. This is the sacred time of unfoldment, very special, very beautiful. So just enjoy negativities and problems, because this is all going to turn to be like every single problem, negativity is going to turn out to bring you a new option, a new unfoldment indeed. Very, very important moment in time. On another hand, you know what? When it comes to money and finances, okay, there is going to be the certain inheritance or the certain gift of money that you are going to have. Okay, and also careful, not careful, but you will have like a quite important negotiation in between this time, but also important negotiation and investment. An important investment, it's also going to happen, which is just going to become very, very beautiful and very, very, very financially prosperous for you later on indeed. Okay, the next sign that I'm going to be talking about, of course, is going to be my gorgeous, my ever so precious, my beautiful Piscelini. My gorgeous Piscelini, okay, Pisces, I love it a bit, my gorgeous Pisces. You're also going to have a rather important moment in time. You're going to have a rather important moment in time, and you're going to feel quite vavavoom-ish in between now and in between the end of December. I see that lots of sexy feeling is going to come back, lots of beautiful confidence is going to come back. I'm not saying that you didn't feel sexy or you didn't feel confident before, but I think that a lot of Piscelinis have been dealing with lots of issues and problems in the last 24 months that maybe you didn't kind of, maybe it affected you in a different way. This is the way world is. This is the way life is. This is the way spiritual journeys are. As I said, we need to work on our problems. We need to work on our issues. We need to work on the things that are bothering us. And then that is the best way to kind of give a room to our spiritual journey, to our spirit, to our personal spirit to grow, to grow, to grow. This is our mission on this earth. We are keep on coming back, and we are keep on coming back on this earth until we evolve in a certain way. And the way we evolve in a certain way, the way our spirit evolves in a certain way, is dealing with the problems and maturing, you see. And this is why you're reaching a very important stage, my gorgeous Pisceani, indeed. A beautiful stage of achievement, an amazing achievement when you're going to feel absolutely beautiful about yourself, okay? In between now and the end of December 2019, you're going to feel absolutely brilliant. You're going to feel very proud of yourself. This is the greatest accomplishment that you basically that you're actually going to have, and you will be bursting with pride. And I'm so happy, because this is on another hand going to lead towards like really fantastic decision that you are going to have, decision that you're going to make, but the decision that you're going to have out of this particular situation. You will see that you're reaching a very important stage in your life when it comes to security and power, and you are, my gorgeous Pisceani, going to make a very important decision when it comes to your finances. And this is purely directly coming from your financial rewards and your hard work as well. This is so good, so good, so good, because there are a couple of options that are going to become available to you as well, that are going to have a direct impact on your life. You know, one option is going to have a direct impact on your home environment, on your immediate changes and things like that, and another option is just going to bring you so much beauty and the fresh energy into your life, because you will move on from the certain stage and the certain part of your life that you just will see it's slowly coming to an end, because now you're reaching a very personal stage and very important stage and very powerful stage, a rather golden stage, you know, when it comes to your own personal development. Indeed, there is also going to be the certain there is also going to be the magnetism. The magnetism is also going to be very, very high indeed for you as well when it comes to your own personal radiance in between now and the end of December, and you are going to attract some important people in your life indeed, and there are few of them that are going to become an integral part of your life, an integral part of your energy, an integral part of your spiritual journey indeed. On another hand, there is a little good news about the money that you're going to have in general, and there's some kind of a gift of money that you're also going to have, and the good news from somebody very important, like somebody very significant, like a friend or a family member, somebody who you really look up to so much, is also going to have a rather good news for you, and that in itself is going to confirm something to you, and it's also going to become a great idea, okay? And also, what else I was going to say, another thing that I was going to say is just that basically there is some kind of very important project that you're actually going to start in between now and the end of December. There is going to be an amazing project that you're actually going to start. And that project that you're going to start, because it is going to be such an important and fertile time, it is actually going to be very highly vibrational, and it's going to be noticed very quickly and very soon, the way you want it to be noticed. So also, if you want to start any project, if you want to show yourself, if you want to prove yourself, if you want to talk to someone important, okay, if you, whatever you do that involves you proving yourself, this is going to be absolutely an amazing moment in time that you're going to have indeed. Okay, because you will be able to deal with your own vibration, you will be able to deal with your own energy, you will be able to deal with your power and manipulate it in such a completely different way, but you're going to be able to reflect on it in an absolutely enormous way, which is just going to give the right balance, very strong, very powerful, and on another hand, this will return to you thousands of times more indeed. What else I was going to say, the justice. Very important for me to say this, my gorgeous Pisceanis. Your justice is coming. Your justice is coming. And this is going to be so important for you, okay? And especially at around the end of December 2019, you will know exactly what I mean, because that justice that's coming, it's also going to mark the new stage, new period in your life, which is at the same time going to provide you with a new option and a beautiful psychic vision for the future. Okay, my gorgeous people, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I love every single one of you. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing and light to every single one of you. Okay, my gorgeous people, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. Love you, bye.